Hello, hi, it's Liz here, and today I want to make some tags that have got inky backgrounds but still keeping some white space, which I think make them look quite modern looking, even although they're kind of junk journaly, using the book page, the old book page, and some stamping, some twine and a little bit of sari ribbon. So I made the butterfly one. And then I was looking for other stamps that were quite small, and I found my coffee set. And so I did a coffee one, and then that made me think, why don't I do a series or like another 2 or 3 coffee ones? Because I remembered I had a coffee journal which I want to update. It's in this traveller's notebook style, which I don't do anymore. And what we used to do, or what I used to do, is when we went to coffee shops, we took a photograph of what we had and then wrote a little bit about it and a little review. And yeah, but and now I'm thinking, right, I don't use these traveller's notebook style journals anymore. I'm in a totally different place now. So this doesn't really fit with that kind of look. So I'm thinking maybe I will take these pages out, maybe cut the bits out, because I like the photographs and I like the bit that we've written, and just do it in a journal, a coffee journal that I've made in the style that will suit this sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? What do you think? Have you got an old journal that you've kind of started in a prior type of style, and now you think, oh, I stopped doing that? I don't know if it was because COVID hit and places closed, or oh, I remember that, yum. But for whatever reason, or maybe I just changed styles and stopped doing this. So I'm thinking maybe I will update my coffee journal, because I want to start, I'm just going to put this over here out of the way. I want to start journaling the coffee shops again, because we have so many now in this area that, that I just think, oh, there's so many entries I could make in a coffee journal that, that I think a few tags with a coffee style would be useful. But obviously this fits with any sort of thing. It could be like a flower or a sticker or anything you fancy. But I do think they're quite eye-catching because you leave the white space. So I've cut out a few bits of this mixed media paper. It's really just kind of watercolour card, if you like. I get them in my local Hobbycraft, and it's reasonably cheap for what you get. I use this all the time, and it sort of needs to be a watercolour card or mixed media paper, because I'm just going to spray it directly onto it. But let me just lift my mat if I'm doing some spraying. But first of all, I want to cut, I've got my little card here with my corner off. You'll have seen me doing this umpteen times. And we'll just take that corner off there and then turn it round. And we have an instant tag. Of course, you could use, if you don't have watercolour paper or card, you could use packaging or anything, but then maybe give it a little coat of transparent gesso or something like that, just to make it more robust for your ink and for your ink to spread and make the nice kind of splodges, you know, the kind of thing that looks like inky. Right, so we've got our 2 tags. I think maybe what we'll do is we'll make them simultaneously. We'll be brave and make 2 cards at the one time. So I don't need that anymore. I've got my Now, I can't remember what this is called. It cuts a slit rather than a hole, and I just thought, I hadn't used it for a wee while, and I thought, right, I'm just going to use my slit punch a bit. Now, I think it's used for, like, you know how you maybe get an ID card or a pass or something like that. I think if you search for that, that's what would come up. That kind of punch, I think. Right, so I have these 3 inks. These are Dilutions by Diane Reveney. I've got London Blue, I've got Vibrant Turquoise, and I've got Fresh Lime. So I've already used the lime in that one, and my butterfly one's got the blue, and so we'll use the blue again and the teal. These are just the same as, well, I believe they're just the same as the, you know, what's his name? Tim Holtz. Yeah. Tim Holtz. Right, let's get, just in case things go a bit scary. Whoa, there we are. So just 2 squirts seem to do the job there, and I'm just going to leave that aside over there, and let's do the blue. Right, now I am going to give them a blast with my heat tool. Just mop that up just now before I get it all over myself. And I'm already quite inky from making my 2 trial ones. Right, I'm not going to keep the camera on while I'm heating because it does make a bit of a noise, but I use this one. I've had it a long time. It's done me well. Okay, I'll see you in a mo. Okay, they have dried quite nicely. It doesn't seem to have the same effect as the green. The green went really nice, but these have stayed kind of solid. But that's okay, happy with them. The main point was, I think, to leave kind of the white bits. So for the stamping, I have this stamp set, Tim Holtz, Fresh Brewed, it's called. So I have already used the takeaway cup, and I am going to use this mug here for one. I've also got this little stamp, which is, now did I use it? Yes, I did use it. Alt New. And this is called doesn't have a name. Oh, there it's there. Coffee ring. And it's almost like you've left a mark from your coffee cup, so we'll use that. Right, so I'm going to stamp on a piece of old book page with my VersaFine Onyx Black. My favourite stamp, my favourite one. And this is just going to come off, so we'll just, I'm really bad for keeping things clean, and I really should take all my stamps to the sink and spend an afternoon washing them and cleaning them, but you know, there's other things to be done. Like have fun making and getting all inky fingered. Right, so that's fine. We'll move that one back on to there, and we will do, let's do the coffee. I was going to do the other one with the other takeaway one, but I think I'll do this. This is different. We'll see if it works out against the book page. Sometimes when you're stamping on the book page, the image just kind of gets lost a bit. Oh, that's okay. So watch me putting that away without even wiping it or anything. Oh dear. Right, so what we'll need to do now is cut these out. I'm just going to cut out the main image because then I'm going to show you a wee trick about stamping and then sticking this main image on top of the stamp, the same stamp that you've just stamped. This especially works with these stamps because there are, I'll show you. Oh, there's the window cleaner. That's typical. I'm just going to put you off for 2 seconds. Right, he's gone. Yeah, so where were we? Yes, cutting out the main image because these ones have got like little bits that you wouldn't be able to cut out. Do you know what I mean? These little lines and things. And so let's just cut this excess off. Oh, there he's back. I thought he was done. Right, I hope that's him done now. He must have washed, he uses a big long brush because the windows are so high. And he must have it coming through because it's attached to a hose. And so the water must come through the brush. And then it must, he must change the water from soapy water. I don't know what happens. Anyway, so I'm going to stamp again, but stamp directly on the card. Oh, that's him at the door for his money. So if we stamp this directly on the card, we'll do it on this side this time, then it means you're getting all the bits that we missed when we were cutting out, and then we just stick that on the top. You see? That's clever, isn't it? I used to do that with my card making. Right. There we are. How cool does that look? And we will do the same with the coffee beans. Now I wonder if we could just do it slightly off the page, but get the full image on. So that's how that will look. Yeah. Okay, so let's get them. Oh, I've already stuck that one down. Let's stick this one down. And then we can move the inky background, the inky mat out the way because it's quite slidey. Right. Oh no, we'll need it back because I'm not done. We need to stamp the what are we going to call this? I don't know. The cup, well, they're calling it coffee rings. I suppose it is a ring. For this, I'm going to use a vintage sepia because obviously a coffee ring would be a brown colour, I guess. Somebody was naughty and didn't use a coaster. Now, I don't want to stamp over my nice white that I've deliberately left. So I'm just going to stamp a little bit on the blue. And again on there, leaving nice white bits. Right, I think we're done with the stamps. Now I've got these numbers. I put the numbers on the butterfly one. Do I want some numbers? This was just part of a free with a magazine. Maybe, do you know, maybe I do want some numbers because I do like them here. And I didn't put them in that one. So I think we will put numbers on just a little bit there. I'm going to use the black. Have I put you back on after the window cleaner? Yes, I did. I don't want to do what I did the other day and I was talking to myself halfway through showing you a flip through of Di's journal that she gave me, that she gifted me. Yeah. Oh yes, I do like that. Right, now what we want to do next is get the fine liner pen, and instead of taking it to the sewing machine, I just drew a line round the edge, just freehand, so that it looks a little bit wobbly but not too wobbly. Let's just move all that out the way, and we need, what do we need next? Our twine and a little bit of ribbon or sari ribbon. Yeah, right, we're nearly there. So just a slightly wobbly line. It just finishes off the edge quite nicely. I sometimes do wee squiggles, but I'm not in the notion to do wee squiggles in these. There we are. And then we'll choose a little bit of ribbon for the top. And then I can decide at some point what I'm doing to take the coffee journal forward, whether I want to continue in that traveller's notebook, but I don't think I do. Oh, we've got little sayings to choose as well. That's from this Tim Holtz ideology, but will we put the ribbon? No, we'll do the sayings next. So this one says, start doing things you love. Let's see if we can find an appropriate little thing. Sometimes I'm not sure about these sayings, they're all a wee bit out there. What about together is the best place to be, because every time we go to the coffee shop, we go together. And I'm going to cut it. Together is the best place. And we'll put it up here on the green at a slight jaunty angle. There we are. And then today is full of possibilities. I think we'll have that one. And again, we will cut it after the full. And this one, I think, we'll put down in that blue bit there. There. Right, now. Oh, that bit for that. That's not right. I think we'll just need to go for the neutrally grey and cream for this one. Oh, that's quite thready. I don't mind a bit of thread, but that's just too much. And then it's got this little funny, must have been at a join, that bit. Let's just cut that bit off. There. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it through the little slat, doubled. This one is too short to be doubled. So we're going to have to do this one singly. Let's open it out. Well, that's the windows all nice and shiny. Well, the outsides anyway. Right, good. And just tie it with a bit of twine. So you can let me know in the comments if you think that a journal could be switched around and moved into another journal, or whether that is of its time and should be left and we just start afresh with something else. I could go either way on it, but I'm still going to preserve, the photographs that we've got and the bit of writing that was done. So it's not like I'm losing out on that bit of journaling and those memories. That's nice, isn't it, with just the grey spotty one? Right, let's do this now. Is this going to be the same? Not big enough for double. So we'll put it through. Does it open out? Yes. Oh, look, it's got little mirrory bits. That's fancy. wonder if that is like, no, it's. We've got workmen through the back there as well, in the back lane. The back of the next street that runs parallel to this. There's workmen round the back there. But I think, you know what I think they're doing? They're actually replacing at the moment all the lampposts. The ancient lampposts that are on the street are getting modernised. And I think that's what they're doing round here. They're just in the next street. This is maybe a wee bit too floppy and a wee bit too big. I think I'll cut that off a little bit. And then I'll keep that bit, because look at that, it's got little bits. That'll do somewhere, sometime. Right, we'll tie a bow here. And I think that's us done. Yeah. Just make the edges of that a little bit frayed. Some ink on that. Right, let's move everything out the way. And where's the little butterfly one that we'll find a place in another journal. Yeah. So there we are. 3 coffee and an odd one, an odd heart, butterfly. And I think, let me just get this. If I take this out, of this, and because there's only a few pages done, so see, that could go. I think, I'm not sure. This coffee shop had this. With enough coffee, I feel as though all things are possible, many of them highly unlikely, but they are possible. We just eat far too much cake, that's for sure. But the annoying thing with this is it's not dated, and I was usually very good at putting the dates on things. But there's not a date anywhere to when we went to these places. Don't know. Oh, I don't know. I think they just don't match. I'm going to have to change it. I'm going to have to take this apart and use the pages in a journal, a junk journal, that's for sure. Anyway, that's me. So I hope you enjoyed that. They're a wee bit different looking, I think. And yeah, so if you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be great, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.